They'll run for the first time with DeAndre Swift. And he stopped right at the 25 after a gain of 5. And Charles, you look at this defense, they were a very loose group coming into the week, knowing they kind of had the upper hand going into this one.
For the year.
A team that hasn't won in a month and a half.
And that works well for you if you establish your dominance early in the game against a team that's struggling. But if somehow they fashion some plays together early, knock them back on their heels, that looseness can be used against them. And then they're trying to scramble to make sure they get their game right.
10.
Now Goff.
Saturday.
He'll get this off to Swift. Swift is hit, and he coughs it up. And the Packers pick it up. And they'll have the ball set up in the red zone at the 16-yard line. This defense, Charles, very opportunistic here early. A second fumble recovery in this first quarter of play.
Yeah, I think, as I looked at it.
And aggressive, because once they got the first fumble recovery, they were eager to get a second one, and sometimes they just come in bunches. On the flip side, they got to figure out how to hold the ball because the play calls seem to be okay. They're just not executing.
Despite the completion,
I don't know what's really going on.
Second down.
I know there was a vote, and 10 o'clock Saturday was it. I gotta go look.
To throw,
you got to be active, son. I mean, holding your fucking. I mean, keeping you in the league.
It's caught for a Packers touchdown. Aaron Jones.
I know.
His 25th touchdown. Tying Emmitt Smith for the 5th most in one season. And the Packers are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Crosby with the extra point. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And this will be returned from deep in the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And they had the fumble last time that led to a touchdown. That's a no-no. We'll see what they do here this go-around.
A big no-no. Put that in capital letters. Turning it over.
And you got an injured player.
That can be a deflator for a football team. Now it's up to the offense to get back out on the field and pick things up.
You know, they're out there. We'll see if they can pick those things back up. Go off a handoff here to Swift. And he'll get it up here this time to the 21. That's a gain of 11. Would have been a first down if not for that penalty moments ago. So you're down early. How do you get back in the game? Maybe establish the run. I think they're trying to do that.
Now, I'm with you on that one. And what I like about the message is that there's no panic from the head coach. He's already told his offensive coordinator, let's run the football.
Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Devondre Campbell, the linebacker, picks him. And he'll take this down inside the 15-yard line. And this, Charles, definitely not what they were wanting to see. Remember, he threw 3 interceptions in the loss last week, and now he gives the ball away again here in the very first quarter.
And you have to think that this was drilled into him all week, too, by his teammates, by his coaching staff.
Yeah.
They've told him all week long, we've got to protect the football. They probably crossed that fine line with giving him the right advice and saying it too much. And it turned out that it got into his head a little bit.
I got Chiefs, week 18.
Rodgers tapping this forward on the jet sweep. Oh, there's a nice move. And they will score. It's a Packer touchdown. 2 touchdown passes now here in this first quarter for Aaron Rodgers. And the Packers add on to their lead. Boy, these guys are off to the races, Charles. 20-0 already, extra point pending.
Yeah, you always hear that term. They just boat race someone. Heck, it's car race, motorcycle race, plane race, whatever you want. Right now, they are sprinting past them.
Oh, a dangerous return man showing it here.
Damn, you about gone.
Get this all the way to the 40 before going out of bounds.
Now that's the kind of return you're looking for. To get to that spot on the field, that allows you to do a lot of things on offense.
On the ground, it's Swift to start the drive. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded
Fletcher,
like a lawn chair. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
I made it to the divisional round in the playoffs. I played Colts, and that was it.
Goff. Man open, that's Kiki QT complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50.
Yeah, and he won it all.
Certainly need something good to go their way, because this first quarter has been something of a disaster for them trying to move the ball. But that completion there maybe can get them focused and moving in the right direction.
I forgot who. Nope.
On 1st and 10, it's Swift. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35.
Jackson, Scar took him out.
And they're on the move. Another first down as well.
Yeah, Scar took his ass out.
Back to throw, Goff. And that's out to the flat for Swift. So 5 yards here, 5 on the play. And it's a 2nd down.
Now that's the type of play that gives you a chance to win. Nothing forced downfield where you don't have a guy open. Swing it out to the back, and maybe even check it down, whatever you want to call it. Gain of 5. You're just trying to get 4 on 1st down. They're headed to change.
He jumped and I hit stick.
Call it a gain of 4 there, so it sets up a big play here. 3rd and a yard. Now it's Goff. He gets this complete to Cephas. And he is going to have a Lions first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Yeah.
So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. Here's a handoff to Swift. And he will be brought down at about the 6-yard line. 41 yards rushing for him now on just 6 carries to this point.
I have to admit, I'm excited by that play call and the end result, because this is a team that's down big early in the first quarter, and a lot of teams will just panic, abandon the playbook, and just start firing the ball all over the place. It's way too early for that. Stick to what works for you.
Down double digits, and we talked about their game plan being both running and passing there. You're right. They're sticking to the game plan, getting the ground game going.
A lot of football left to be played.
And they'll get him down just shy of the goal line at about the 1.
Yeah.
And give him 2 yards officially, and now it'll be 3rd and goal. Now Goff. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Devondre Campbell, the linebacker.
Ain't this a bitch?
Turnover there as his guys
What the fuck?
I'm not sure, Brandon, we've seen a sloppier played game this year for a team on offense. Turn it over 4 times and expect to win? No chance whatsoever. And look, I have no idea.
Yeah, I think he got tipped.
Turn over 4 times and how that correlates to winning or losing. But I'll guarantee you, it's
And
not
then?
very good.
Sliding out of the pocket. Looking deep for Adams. And got his man complete. 30. 10. And it's a big
Who is that?
He is finally taken down on what will be.
God damn, he called Adams. God damn.
21-0 our score after 1. Well, that didn't take long. 1 play, and we're already looking at a 1st and goal situation. Shotgun now for Rodgers.
Oh, what the fuck?
The end zone, but that's going to wind
That
up
would have been a pick.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't
Yeah.
really any throwing lanes, but the best part for him, he's got 2nd and 3rd down to fall back on.
They'll try again here from the 7 on 2nd and goal. Rodgers with a give. It's Aaron Jones. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. A nice run there as he picks up 6. It's going to be... They give it off here to the tight end. And he will get this into the end zone. Touchdown, Green Bay. Robert Tonyan, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Packers continue to pull away here in this first half. Extra point up and good by Crosby. And that makes the score 28-0. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. here comes a return from the middle of the end zone.
I don't know.
And he returns this to the 22.
Didn't he get clear of those charges?
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And 2 picks thrown here in this first half alone. We'll see how that affects him.
Can't wait to see where his confidence
no.
is, because the great ones, they'll throw 4 or 5 picks, and while it'll hurt their
I like to
team,
see Panthers
it
pick
won't
his
hurt
ass
their
up.
confidence. They'll think something was just wrong with the ball or the wind or something was funny. It's never about them.
Yeah.
That's how they stay so
Well, he's a
into
free
the
agent.
moment and into the game.
On 1st and 10, Goff. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes.
Oh, damn.
They bring him in off the corner that time, and he gets home for a loss of 6. Protection certainly going to need to be a bit better here on 2nd and 16. Another try after the first down sack. Goff, he's going to air one out. And it's a leaping effort, but it's knocked away and incomplete.
As we've seen, their first 2 drives didn't yield anything points-wise. Certainly feels like they think to themselves, it's time to open this thing up, taking the big shot downfield.
Now a shot taken on 3rd down, but it's going to wind up incomplete.
I know this offense was expecting to do big things, but it certainly hasn't turned out that way, at least not through the first 3 drives. They're definitely going to put their heads together and start concocting some offense that'll move the ball downfield.
And here now the punter Fox as he sends this one away. And no return on this one as that kicks out of bounds, so they'll start just outside of their own 30-yard line.
I don't know. I like to, in all honesty about Deshaun Watson, I think he ought to go back to the Texans.
It certainly does. Touchdown, touchdown, touchdown.
Really?
Not sure it can be much better than that. They've got to feel very good about the groove that they're in at this stage of the game.
Well, these 2 teams hooking up for the 2nd time this year. They first met back in October, Week 7, and it was the Packers who won that game on the road.
What's up, JD?
So they'll be trying to win the season series here at home in Lambeau. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
That 2nd down play call.
Yeah.
They did to get them into a manageable 3rd down because they had incompletion on 1st down, so they were behind the sticks, so to speak. They needed to make up some ground, and they did.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory.
And that's well executed there on 3rd down, and I love the confidence that they had to let their tight end try and find some space in the middle of the field, right in their quarterback's line of vision.
So, Jay?
QBs love to make that easy throw, and they hooked up there for a 1st down.
Huh, JD.
And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there.
He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right.
And at the 7-yard line, the catch is made. Touchdown, Packers. Devontae Adams. Touchdown number 15 on the year. And the Packers open the lead up to 34-0. Crosby connects on the extra point, and that makes this 35-0 now. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away.
Huh?
This is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone.
April 14th.
Across the 20, but not by much as he's marked down officially at the 21.
When is the NFL draft? April 29th, sorry. Yeah.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive as we grind toward the end of the season here, and they haven't had the season that they had hoped. So let me ask
Who do you think is going to get that damn quarterback?
Where might they look to make some changes?
I think when you look into the upcoming draft,
The Wilson guy.
them drafting multiple offensive linemen. They've got to get stouter up
Yeah.
front. And as a GM always tells me, Charles, this is a big boy league, and big people always end up winning games for you.
Fuck. He's got a weird name.
Goff. He'll drop this one off to Swift. A pickup of about 3 yards as he's taken down at the 31.
Another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense. Exactly what they needed right there, because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off, because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on. Here's Swift. And he'll take this forward for about 5 as we have come upon the 2-minute warning. Akeem Hicks that time on the tackle. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
And that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35. A loss on that play, and now 3rd down gets tougher. 3rd and 6. To throw is Goff. He's going to loft one.
Oh my God, no.
Had his hands on it.
He had his hands on it. It was a touchdown.
This offense has definitely been slow getting out of the gate. It's almost like they missed their wake-up call for this one. No points on their first 2 possessions, and now it's looking like none on this one either.
JD.
And on 4th down, on is the punt team sending this one away. And this one will not.
I don't think that's a good fit for him.
Sails out of bounds.
No.
About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line. Still more than a minute to go, so there is time if they want to mount something here.
Not only time, but they have 3 timeouts at their disposal as well. So that changes everything that you're doing here. Without those timeouts, you can only
Bless you, bud.
hoping to get out of bounds. Here, the middle of the field's still available because you can call timeout and regroup.
On 1st and 10, here's Rodgers. This one swung out here to Jones. Well, he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40.
So many times in my career, I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing. But as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a
touchdown. 4 touchdown passes now for Aaron Rodgers. And the Packers have taken a 6-touchdown lead. Crosby with the extra point, and it is 42-0.
Oh my goodness. Uncle Jay.
Set now to and not willing to risk another fumble. He'll sit on this one. It's a touchback. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And with a score,
fuck that JD Almighty.
I think they'd love to get back to the locker room. They may be forced to try and get something out of this drive. Got a man. It's Brashawn Perry.
Where the hell?
It's the first of their timeouts. As the clock will stop with 33 seconds to go in the first half.
No. Quit.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Goff. And that throw behind his man, he missed him, incomplete.
I'm looking at this one with my defensive eyeglasses on because you remember the old days when a tight end saw a linebacker covering him and thought he had a mismatch? But the way they can run nowadays, not necessarily so. They gave it a shot downfield. That one incomplete.
3rd and 2, Goff. Oh, had his hands on it, couldn't bring it in. Pretty symptomatic of how this game's been going.
Well, this first half has not gone according to plan so far, offensively or even defensively for that matter. They could use a big-time spark somewhere, but it's not going to come on this drive as they have to punt this one away.
And I don't think he got there. He did not. They stop at the yard shy. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And the Packers are going to get the football back in excellent field position. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. On play action, Rodgers. Man open is Robinson. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, Packers. Allen Robinson. As the first half is winding down. And the Packers will extend their lead here just before halftime. Extra point up and good by Crosby. And that will extend this big lead. This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And we'll see what they opt to do with just 14 seconds remaining until intermission. And an anxious moment or two there, but they do get him down. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. Now Goff on first down. Packer pressure, and down he goes. So we've reached halftime here on New Year's Eve as we send you down to Orlando where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. The final 2 quarters of the NFL regular season are upon us as the second half of Week 17 is underway. Hill is going to take it out of the end zone. Hill going to sit on this one, and it'll come out to the 25. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. The first half definitely went their way, and this would seem to be a great opportunity to kind of put this game a little closer out of reach with a score here.
Yeah, and it's a wonderful opportunity for them because if they can add 7 more to their lead before the other guys even see the football, that could be the decisive blow in this game. I think that's how they're eyeing it. That's how they're approaching it.
Looking downfield for Jones. And this is caught right along the sideline. What a job of keeping the toes in bounds there. It's a big play there for Green Bay. So now then, the big play has them all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. Rodgers tapping this forward on the jet sweep. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. Back-to-back nice plays, 12 yards that time and a 1st down.
When teams have a tough time running the ball as this one has throughout this game, it's so easy to just say, forget it, let's throw the football. But that's exactly why you stay with the running game. Eventually, you stick with it, you make some adjustments, you often find ways to run the ball better as the game goes on.
And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll make it 2nd and a foot or so. The give is to Jones. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
Yeah, and they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead offense and widen this margin, too.
Rodgers tapping this forward on the jet sweep. And he'll get blown up behind the line of scrimmage. Back at the 6. Well, I think the hope is, with a touch pass like that, maybe you catch the defense off guard, but they were all over that one.
And it is the kind of play that works better against certain defenses. And this clearly was the wrong one to run.
Feeling the pressure here and taken down. A sack back at the 7.
Second goal, last thing you need to do is get pushed backwards to take a sack. But he couldn't find anywhere to go with the football. Had to eat it and ended up on the ground.
Here's Jones. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, Packers. Aaron Jones, his 26th touchdown, drawing even with Marshall Faulk for the 4th most in a single season. And the Packers continue to roll. Crosby connects on the extra point, and the lead will swell by 1 more. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. They have been struggling. I would imagine at halftime they went through some possible changes. Well, those changes aren't working, so now where do you go?
I think that now it's much more in their head. And what I mean by that is just what you said. You
DK.
Changes. I bet they were pretty clinical at the half, not too emotional. They might need to go to the emotional side because you've got to find something, some spark somewhere. And so far, just being calm hasn't exactly worked.
They need any spark. And that is going to be pulled in one-handed.
Wow. All right, come on, DK.
And he almost made it, but just short. Finally
you gotta score,
out of bounds, right down around the goal line. A big play there for Detroit. They'll run with Swift. And he's going to take it in for a Lion touchdown. DeAndre Swift with touchdown number 12 on the year. And it's for pride now, but the Lions do get a bit closer. Extra point right down the middle. So they do get one score back, but still a long way to go here in the third quarter. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Hill is going to take it out of the end zone. Oh, and miscommunication on the lateral. The ball's out. And this is scooped up by the Lions. And they'll spot him at the 3-yard line.
Let's just call that play exactly what it is. Needed. Because they wanted to get back in the game, and they knocked the ball free, and now they have a chance to do exactly that.
They got the chance. And he takes this one in for a Lions touchdown.
Damn, Troy Ingram.
DeAndre Swift.
Damn, punter.
His second touchdown of the afternoon.
How do you punter get hurt like that?
What the fuck? Respectability. Point after, right down the middle. So they do get one score back, but still a long way to go here in the third quarter. And McGinnis with the kickoff honors following the touchdown. Hill is, and a mistake on the lateral. It's a loose ball. And this will be gathered up in the end zone, and that's a defensive touchdown. Boston McGinnis out for the extra point.
Huh? Yeah.
So they get one score back, but still a long ways to go.
I don't feel right if I don't. I don't know. My heart says not to do it. Like, you know, I don't know. I got a good heart. I can't keep blowing people out.
Hill is going to take it out of the end zone.
Except JD. I don't care about JD. I'll whoop his ass anytime.
25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there. About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line. Still well in control of this ball game, despite giving
that Seifert should have been a touchdown.
And he'll maneuver his way forward for about 4. 2nd and 6. Second down, another shot for Jones. And he'll be brought down on what's going to turn out to be the final play of this third quarter. So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his third down play as we played 3 quarters. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports.
JD Almighty.
They'll try and run for it with Jones. And he's got the first before
he was on.
Down at the 39.
He said he was.
Brandon, when a defense just simply can't get off the field on third down, and we all know how important that down is for both sides of the ball, you often feel like you're just a step behind whatever they're doing offensively. And one of the differences in this game, now Jones
what the hell?
Lost the football. Wow, that ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover. The fumble on first down. Now here's second down. From the shotgun, a give to Jones.
Face mask.
He'll be brought down somewhat awkwardly here, and a late flag as well. I think this one's going to be a face mask. They're down here in the 4th, and that personal foul penalty is not going to help.
No, in these types of situations, players will tell you that's extra intensity. From where we sit, it's actually frustration, not a good play.
After the penalty, it's Jones.
God damn it. I'm trying to end this game. I'm tired.
Marker on the field. So let's see about the call. That's on Billy Turner, right tackle. Nearly their first pick of the game. but it falls down to the ground incomplete. So they'll come up after the incompletion for second down. From the gun, it's Rodgers. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by the safety, Jarquiski Tart. And they will be
how do you let Aaron Rodgers tackle you?
All the way back inside the 20. Their passing game has been spectacular this afternoon. Finally, a win for the defense.
Yeah.
You think maybe there was an adjustment there. Finally gained a measure of, I don't even know if you call it revenge, but got a play done against him, and that's been difficult for them all game long.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Here's Goff. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
JD's in the conversation right now.
With the way that this one has gone, and the frustration
yeah.
of the language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
Probably.
On 3rd down, here comes
it's mostly, I think it's about me. They want me to come back. The other commissioners want me to come back as commish. But I'm not coming back. I don't want to come back. Okay, I really don't.
This is going to be close. That mark looks a little short.
Yeah.
And he didn't get there.
Hey, buddy.
He'll get neither the touchdown nor the first down.
Yeah.
And the Packers D comes up.
Man, I don't want to come back. I don't. I fucking.
They'll try to run some clock now with Jones.
Now unless Shitty really needed me, then I'd come back. That's the only way I'd come back.
That last play, a little more room to operate. 1st and 10 at the 18.
The fuck if I know what his problem is.
Off the option, it's Jones. And he'll power his way up near the 25. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4. Another good carry there for the NFL's 2nd leading rusher, and we've talked on air, off air about his MVP candidacy. Make a case for him.
Well, I'm just going to tell you point blank. It doesn't matter whether he's 1st or 2nd or even 3rd in the league in rushing yardage. That's not the main deal. It's how he gets those yards and the impact he has on his ball club.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Packer football here as we welcome you back. They've got a 3rd down now as they look for one more first down to help salt this one away. Now a play fake. Rodgers. And that will be incomplete.
How about this defense? They came up with a couple big plays in this sequence, and none better than the one right there, forcing the incompletion and bringing up 4th down.
On now is the Packers punter. And now on 4th and 1, it's a fake. And he's going to be out of bounds right at midfield. A big breakdown defensively there on the fake punt. Turns into a huge play and a first down. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And give the tackle to Anthony Walker.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he was trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
And a 5-yard gain gets him to the 42.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
On 3rd down, here's Jones. And he's going to get this down near the 30-yard line. The Packers going to use one of their timeouts.
Did I call timeout?
First, they've got 2 more to use here in the final stages.
What the fuck did I call timeout for? The fuck?
Out of the shotgun, it's Jones. He'll get it to the 23-yard line. Just what you want on a first down run. Call it 8 yards, and it's 2nd and 2. On 2nd down, it's Jones. He is taken down at the 21 after a short gain of 2.
I was trying to get hurt.
Oh, yeah. That they did. Where were they clicking on offense?
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean,
yeah, damn, man. Yeah, you need to get your head